Hello there. Welcome back to grade 10 economics. In this video, we want to look at the common test of April 2021. And we are going to look at the second question on that question paper. That is our question 2. We are going to start with 2.1.1, which reads name two factors of production. Our question has got two marks. So you'll see that the factors of production, these are resources people use to produce goods and services. So basically, they are building blocks of the economy. So we would also try to define it from the point of view that they are inputs needed to produce goods and services. So we have got various factors of production that we have, but according to the question, it only requires two. So we are just going to mention them in our answer section, whereby we are going to we have land as one of the resources. We have got land, which are our natural resources. We also have labor as a factor of production, and we also have capital as a factor of production. And lastly, we've got entrepreneurship as a factor of production again. So we have got four, but according to our question, we are only required to mention two, so we can just name two. The 2.1.2, why economics is regarded as a social science, 2 marks again, but we can try to understand what is social science. You would see that when we are talking about social science, it is any branch of academic study or science that deals with human behavior in its social and cultural aspects. So anything that deals with the science that deals with human behavior is social science. So you would see that the study of people as individuals or communities or societies that is also the behaviors and that is also explaining the behaviors and interactions that are under social science. So we are going to just put it down, as a section why economics is regarded as a social science. So we just relate to economics and social science. So basically, we go to our answer section and we are saying becomes our 2.1.2, whereby we are saying it is regarded as a social science because it studies human behavior. It is regarded as a social science because it studies human behavior. So this is the response that we have in relation to our question, which is why economics is regarded as a social science. So I'll go to the next part where we are given 2.2, which is study the extract below and answer the question that follow. So if the extract it reads the increasing dependence on grants can be partially attributed to the change of power in 1994. And in fact, that means South Africans would not necessarily have been given access to grants under apartheid government. In fact, all citizens should be given social grants under democratic government. So this is the exercise that we are given that you just need to comprehend before you attempt the question. 2.2.1, name the type of economic statement depicted above. So obviously, if you go back to our extract, you'll see that we have a statement that we have here. We say, in fact, all citizens should be given social grants under democratic government. So the key word that we have there that is going to lead us to determine which economic statement is on this part where it's written should be, which is putting across the aspect of value judgment. So you see that this statement is a normative statement. So we are just going to indicate as a normative statement, and we know that the explanation that we have in terms of a normative statement, it is a statement that makes a value judgment or preference on one outcome over another. So by should be, there is a preference that is coming in that makes the statement a normative statement. So we are saying 2.2.1. We are saying it's a normative statement. And we move on to the next question, which is mention one example of a social grant. Name one example of a social grant. And obviously, we have various examples that we have that we can put there to be an example of social grants. So we are just going to list some of them that we have as social grants, whereby we are going to have child support grants is one of them. Child support grants. We also have disability grants. We also have pension. Pension is also part of the foster care grants. So these are the various examples of grants that we have. Going back to our question, you see that it only requires one, so we can just mention one. So our next question, 2.2.3, briefly describe the term economic efficiency. So economic efficiency, basically, it is described by a peak level of performance that uses at least that use the least amount of inputs to achieve the highest amount of output. So basically, on economic efficiency, we are saying the least amount of inputs are being utilized to produce the highest amount or the maximum amount of output. In other words, through the process, we are going to notice the least wastage is taking place. So that's how we can describe efficiency as a concept. So basically, that's what we have, and we can try to put it now down in the answer section as an explanation or description that we have in terms of economic efficiency. So we come here. We are saying 2.2.3. So we are saying economic efficiency, it occurs when we make the best use will make the best use of our resources to produce when we make the best use of our resources to produce goods and services. So this becomes the brief description that we have in terms of economic efficiency. Then we go to the next part of our question, which is why does economics involve scientific methods? Why does economics involve scientific methods? It's because it involves the issues of collection of data and predictions about the future. So that's why we have an involvement of scientific methods. So that can be one of the reasons that we can try to put there is why do we have economics involving scientific methods. So we go to answer section and mention that. So we are saying 2.2.4. So we can just refer back to our question and try to see. Our question is 2 marks, so we're just going to erase 1 point, whereby we are saying we can just put it right here, say economics, just like scientists do. Collect data that will help them to predict the future. So this is what we have in terms of the reason why we have such a scenario of having economics involving scientific methods. So you are going to see that we have other reasons why we have such a scenario, like they create, in terms of economics, economists, they create explanations by interpreting data from the past events and experiences rather than theory. So basically, we could see that that can be another point that you can try to bring in. And also, you can also engage a formula, a reason which says to formulate a hypothesis, they use a set of information that was collected in the past. So it can also be a point that can be relevant according to this question. So going to the last question that we have, it reads, how can models be used to explain economics? So you see that models can be used to explain economics through what is happening in economics and predict what is going to happen next. So they are used on the basis of making predictions of what is going to happen in the future. So it is something to base policies and decisions by economists. So basically, that's what we have in terms of the question that says how can models be used to explain economics. So we can just try to put it down again in the answer section by saying 2.2.5. And if you are back to a question, you see that it is format. So we can try to bring in 2 points since we have 4 marks there. So we are saying on the first point, we are saying our models can be used to explain what is happening and in economics and predict what is going to happen next. So this is what we have as the first point that we can try to bring in. And then we can try to raise another point uh, there, and we can just refer back to a question, which says, how can models be used to explain economics? So you'll see that it can be used to explain economics through graphs that illustrate and explain a particular theory. So we can just try to bring that is through graphs that interpret and explain a particular theory. So basically, that's what we have on the last part of our question. And thank you for listening. Hopefully the video was helpful. And let's not forget to subscribe and share. Let's stay tuned. More videos are going to come. So let's meet again in the next video. As for this video, I'm signing out.